So I'll give you an idea on the basic charts, why this particular chart is used, and what is the purpose of the chart, and I'll show you a COVID-19 dashboard. Then how that same can be kind of replicated using a Tableau software. So that I'll be showing you. Can I move to the next slide? Do you have any clarifications or doubts to be addressed? All right. Okay, I proceed to the next slide. Yeah, so yeah, so data visualization. So data, we try to visualize the data in order to have a better understanding with the data. So that's the main purpose, which what data visualization comes into picture. So bar chart is the first thing which people do with their data. So let it be any format of data. So first thing will be like they'll be trying to visualize the data in bar chart alone. So bar chart is something which is used for comparative. I mean, comparing any two products or something like that. So it is pretty much used for a categorical, comparison. So over here you can see like there's a chart which gives you an estimated budget and profit. So this is kind of a side by side bar chart, so where you can get an understanding on the estimated budget and profit. So this is one thing, and next will be like a line chart. So line chart, it's like over a period of time, what is my profit or something like that. So for that particular purpose, line chart can be used. So over here they have a plotted share of their particular quarter, where from 2004 2011 they have tried to plot their profit. Yeah. So this can be used in line chart as well as bar chart also. But in line chart you have some kind of advantages, like you can obviously plot other years data in the same chart also. So line chart uh, pretty much used for comparing the profit over a period of time. So again, pie chart is also a good representation of data for if you have multiple products and you try to check which product has more sales, something like that. So again, so uh, pie chart can be in different formats. So this is one of the pie chart, and you can create a donut chart also within the pie itself. It's not available in Tableau. Again, you need to do something, calculating things, on which you can create a pie chart. Give me a minute. Okay, so yeah, let me try to show you how that particular piece of software can be used in order to achieve these charts. Okay, so let me open up Tableau Desktop. Yeah. So this is Tableau Desktop interface where you have as I showed you in the presentation. This is the columns, rows, pages, filters, marks, where you have some amount of formatting options and visualizing options which are available over here. So you have their dimensions and measures over here. So once you try to connect your data source, so this particular icon can be clicked in order to connect to the data source. So once you click this one, so it will open up the options for your data connectivity. So like what are all the available data sources which are there. So you can try to connect with the data sources over here. Okay. So yeah. So I'll be connecting. I'll first show you, how to connect with the Excel and try to get the dimensions and measures. So after that, I have this particular COVID-19 data set. So in this data set you have many columns, but relative what we want is like what are all the states which have more number of COVID-19 cases. So we'll try to get that particular information out of this Excel. So this Excel has data from 31 till 19. Is data. Okay. Business to 19 September 26. Yeah. So this has the entire period data. I guess October, September, August, July, June. Yeah. So we'll try to visualize this particular Excel and Tableau and see like how we can filter out the timeline. So, need to push on this case wisdom series. So this particular file is in CSV format, so it's nothing but a text file. So I click text file and navigate to this file. So once you load any file or try to connect with any data source, so this is the landing page. So where you have data connectivity option over here. So once you click here, it will same thing like you can navigate to the data source. So once you navigate it, it will open in this particular landing page. So Tableau automatically determines the column type. For example, over here you can see these columns are considered to be integer. So we have only integer values over here in these columns. All daily confirm, total confirm, all these are integer columns. So only you can see the symbol over here. It's automatically changed to integer. And this column is to be considered as date, and Tableau is also considered this as date. And this first column is a mixture of integer and string type, so it is considered as integer. So first thing will be like we can check the data over here itself. Okay, So how I mean the data types are fine or not. So if there is something, data cleaning needs to be done, we can do it over here itself. So as I mentioned in the presentation, there are two types of connectivity in Tableau. So one is like a live connection and one is like kind of an extract connection. So this is an Excel file. So we'll be connecting it as live itself, so that if any changes you do in your Excel or CSV file, that should be getting applied in your report or dashboard which you are about to create. So it should be in live connection. So once you check all your column names and all your column data types, so next we'll be moving it to creating the report. So in this stage itself, if you try to change any column names or something, you can do it over here itself. So it says like date for year, month, and date. Instead of this, you can also keep like slash something like that. You can try to create it over here itself. You can edit it, or else you can try to change this particular column type into string also. You can do it over here. But again, if you do it string, it will not be able to uh, you know do any calculations with that particular column. So we don't want this particular column to be integer. So we'll again change it to number. So it won't change it to number. So we'll be creating charts. So you have a filter option over here. So you have a filter option over here itself in order to restrict your data. So you can also add any filter. For example, if we choose to have only any 1 month of data, we can directly add that condition over here itself. So this particular filter is set to be a data source filter. So once this filter is applied, only the next phase of the report will get uh, the relevant data. So we can try to restrict the data, the data source itself, so that your report doesn't have all the data, and that doesn't lead to any performance issues. So one is filter which can be applied over here. So we'll do this one. So coming to the workspace, so we are now connected to a CSV file. So the file name comes over here. So it's case time series. So the file name comes over here. And then Tableau automatically what it does is it takes your column names and it tries to identify whether it is a dimension or measure. Okay, so measure is nothing but anything related with the quantity or anything related with integer. Tableau automatically puts that particular column into measure. So anything related with a quantitative quantitative thing. So that particular columns are to be considered as dimensions. So you can see over here, daily confirmed is not a it's not an dimension, but Tableau has considered it as a dimension value. So we need to change that to a measure value. So what we can do is we can click over here and we have an option over here, convert to measure. So once you click that, it will get dropped into measures pane. So where you have all your integer values or all your quantitative things which you can use for your calculations. So, so first thing will be like we need to identify the missions and dimensions for our chart. So for this, I'll be using date, and then total recovered. As you can see over here, this particular dimension is not a date dimension. So the chart is not in a proper way for coming to a conclusion. So we'll remove this date and we'll try to put the date column which has uh, the date properties. So Tableau by default, if drag and drop a date column, it will have the highest value. It's like if you put a month or if you put a date, it will take the year only. So you need to drill down so that the last form of a data point is achieved. So once you drill year, it will go for a quarter. Again, if you drill a quarter, it will go for your months. So again, if you drill the month, it will go for dates. So this is how the trend was. So the total recovered cases trend was like this. Okay. So again, in order to check the trend, you need to scroll from left to right. Okay. So again, it is separated into months and quarters. So we don't want to do all this. So what we can do is we have an option called as exact date. Again, to click for so with this, you have the entire year's data, which is not segregated for every month and every quarter. So you have the continuous measure from right from January to uh, what they call October. Yeah. So till October So 18 we have the data. So this is on total recovered cases. So let's check for total confirmed cases. I think there's some problem with the data. There's a big jump for okay. And the data set you can see like for 18th there are multiple records. So what it has done is it has calculated all these. So that's why we could see a jump for 18. Yeah. So instead of 18th having more number of values, we can by having only one latest column, so that doesn't create a problem usually. Let's say your 18th alone has three values. So what we'll do is we'll remove these. Okay, so I have done the changes. Now let's go to the Tableau. Try to refresh this report. Okay, so this one's the confirmed cases like 705. Yeah, so the confirmed cases are 7708. I think this should be on 21st October. So we have data till 18th October. So Samsung 05. Now it is Samsung 08. So we have taken the confirmed cases. Okay. So if you want to plot all the data, like how the all the data points. I mean, so from where to where we are right now. So the confirmed cases this Jan 30 was one, and confirmed case 18th of October is like I just remember this one. It's not like that. So this is how you plot a line chart. So then for confirmed cases, let's check for the recovered cases. Yeah. So it's simple. You just take your other measure and you drop it next to the row shape. So you can try to compare like from where to where we are right now. So, so the confirmed cases and I mean the confirmed cases and the recovered cases trend is like this. So yeah, at, at this point, yeah, at this point the confirmed cases were less compared to the recovered cases. But again, you can see like the trend is going on over here. The confirmed cases trend is going on towards the upper direction, and the recovered cases are kind of coming down. Again, we need to check the data if there is any problem with the data. No, we changed the value only for 18, so 18 is there. We'll check with that dashboard also. Recovered cases is 68 lakhs on the photo. Okay. So our calculation is only. So you can see over here like September the recovered cases were more, and then the recovered cases were dropped. It was like 89, 81. The same thing I think anything will be there in the dashboard also. It's then it's cumulative, yeah. Cumulative. Seventy-nine percent. Yeah. So yeah, so the trend was like this. So you could see like confirmed cases are again they are going up, but the recovered cases should also be going up. But that's happening right now. It's coming down actually. Those cases are dropping and then again it should be going up. So similar ways. So once you create a chart, so next thing will be like you will be naming the chart. So the chart as so once you name the chart, again the title will also get changed. You have the options to edit the title. So, so this is a sheet. So, so what you can do is you can once you develop more number of your with a worksheet. So next will be like we'll be creating a dashboard to showcase your worksheet. So this icon over here, when you click it, will open dashboard where you can drag and drop your created worksheets to create a dashboard. So once you drag and drop, the chart will be visible over here. Obviously, we'll be having some editing options to try to format and change the size, so all those stuffs are pretty much available over there. So just you can right away drag and drop and start using those options. So yeah, so now you have a dashboard which has your COVID-19 daily disease code and confirmed cases. Once that CSV file gets updated with the latest data, this particular report will also change and have the updated data. So that can be automated using any API functions, or you can place the particular Excel in any shared drive, any automated manner that Excel gets updated so that this report can also get updated with the latest data whenever the new data is available. So once you create the report, you'll be doing some kind of testing stuff. So once that is done, the next thing will be like you need to publish this report to Tableau. So the click and server, then click on publish. So it'll ask you for the URL of your Tableau server, or else you can also publish the report to Tableau public server also. Yeah. Yeah, so Tableau public. So once you publish your Tableau workbook or dashboard to Tableau public, so it will come and fall in public.tableau.com site where your report will be available for sharing. So these are the other reports which the users have created. So you can see some of the COVID-19 dashboards also available over here. So in which order your name will be uh, placed over here, and how many people have visited your work with that particular information will be visible when this the workbook was published how many sheets are there. So all that information will be visible over here. You can easily sign into Tableau Public. It's totally free of cost. You can also download Tableau Public software also. It's also free of cost. Also, they have created a dashboard for Mexico where they have their thing that's total recovered and disease metrics. And you can also create a map like this in Tableau also. For India also, the map is available. So you can try creating the map for India also. But you need to have the states in your dimension. So only if you have states in a dimension, Tableau will be able to map that particular measure to the state. Yeah, I think pretty much not done with the session. So if you guys have any about applications or anything related to data visualization and Tableau and anyways, which me. I think Vikash Kumar has asked how to export to PowerPoint or Excel. Okay, let me quickly show you how to do that. So we have created this particular dashboard. What you do is you click on File and print this PDF. Yeah. So this is how you export your dashboard or any report into PDF format. So PowerPoint option is also there, but that option is available only in the Tableau server. So uh, once you create this report, you need to publish this report to Tableau server, and then you need to go and look at the report over there. And at that time, you will have an option to download the underlying data. There's the option for download the workload and the PowerPoint also. So PowerPoint will be in the form of each report will be considered as